Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We are on Noveria. We are at the hotel bar at the Port Hanshan. And Gianna says this guy can help us get into the garage. Let's say hi.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
I don't suppose you have a Midori Sour there. I can't get one anywhere else in this game.
Are you Lorik Qui'in? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Systems Alliance Navy.
It's too late for cover-ups, Commander. Your picture has been sent to every employee. They've been warned that speaking to you is grounds for termination. Lorik Qui'in. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights Office.
Taking a 3-martini lunch?
You mean my loitering here? If only it were mere indolence. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus's actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analeus's thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
Well, that would be because she would fire them.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Alright, new mission is called Lorik Qui'in. Lorik wants you to break into his office and recover files from his computer. Go to the Synthetic Insights office. Once inside, find Lorik's computer and download the files. Yeah, we can do that. Also, are you telling me your office has better flooring than these concrete slabs here in the hotel bar? Let's actually say hi once more.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Of course, he doesn't realize we haven't even moved away yet, so of course there isn't anything to say, but this was an option that was available earlier, which if you didn't take right away, you couldn't take it again, and that's why I want to do it here.
I need to get up to peak 15.
Indeed. That might be difficult. A terrible storm has been unleashed up there.
Are you referring to the blizzard?
Of course. What else would I be referring to?
Don't play me. There was an accident.
Your manner may be too blunt for Noveria. This is a place of subtlety. There have been unseemly rumors circulating along the lines of ancient evil and plague from distant suns. Amusing, no? Someone watches too many bad horror vids.
I love that.
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
Do you know why Benezia's here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant peak 15.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
Yes, I'm milking every drop of conversation I can out of him. He is such a witty orator, although flying the lotion? That's a good one. Alright, we're headed to Synthetic Insights. And yay, it's working. And yes, there's mercenaries in there. And for the first time since we've arrived here, we will have to fight. Let's make sure we're outfitted properly. I'm in shredder rounds on both guns. Yara has shredder rounds, and Rex has shredder and hammerhead rounds. That seems right. Let's make sure we're using the right guns. Rex, I'm going to switch him back to the shotgun now, and for God's sake, why did the game... Okay, not only does the game give her the wrong weapon, it apparently doesn't think she needs walls. I would bump right into that, wouldn't I? Yes, I would. Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What do you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Lorik Qui'in is under investigation.
You're here illegally requires 6 charm points and yields 8 paragon points. I'm trying to get these right. You can't take us requires 8 intimidate points and yields 9 renegade points. So it's a little bit too bad that we're gonna miss out on that morality bonus. But these options, all they really do is convince these 2 guards right here to walk away, and you don't have to fight them. So the fight's a little bit easier, but you won't get the XP from it either, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and list this under who cares. Yeah, you can't avoid killing the 2 cops at Synthetic Insights. And it's who cares because I kind of prefer the XP out of this, and they don't even have names, so it's not like they would probably be appearing in a later game and all that, so yeah.
I don't have time for this. Get the hell out of here or I'll start shooting.
You want to cause trouble?
Alright, so if you want to get a throw for both of them, you have to do it yourself. It just takes too long for... let's get a little singularity going. It's too long for Liara to get that initial throw off. The heresy. Let's lift. Oops. And a little warp. The game seems to be getting a little wonky. Nice job, team. I guess that's not everybody. Nope. Yeah, I guess it isn't everybody. A Lancer. Remember long ago I was looking for a Lancer? Never got it. No, I don't care. That's only because we moved out of range. Also, yes, once again, the exclamation point on the radar is not pointing here, it's upstairs. that everybody?
Area secured.
Yes. Very good. Cute little office. Terrain armor. I think I still have, for Devlin armor, I think I still have the original Devlin, like level 1 armor that I picked up at Eden Prime for Rex. We've never found another one since. That's pretty funny. And here's Lorik's computer, pretty much probably right where he left it. So why is that chair toppled over there? But this computer was, nobody thought to check it. Oh well. The game just auto-saved. I suppose that means we aren't going to be just waltzing out of here, does it? Also, even though we didn't have to kill anybody in here, that's no carpet.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
This is worth 2 Paragon. This, 2 Renegade.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk after I break your legs.
Yeah, see that other guy that just came up the stairs? He's the one you gotta watch for.
I will destroy you.
Good grief. They are. Huh. Looks like the... There they go. I'm trying to figure out a way to get through that area. We don't take any damage when these chairs go flying. Oh, hello. Damn.
I think we got him, Commander.
Nice job, team. Someone's gonna have to pick all these chairs up. From all that fighting, did we get any gifts? We did. Heavy armor for human, no. No, that doesn't do us any good. Alright, I think we looted the place already down here. And this terminal actually would work if you came here to Noveria very early and you didn't yet have any codex for synthetic insights. I don't remember where we got ours, but we did a long time ago. Anyway, we should now have the evidence in hand. You've recovered Lorik's evidence. Return it to him at the hotel bar. Sounds good.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Of course not. Why would I?
Don't play me, Shepard. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Qui'in. I'll be waiting.
I don't really like her too much. I'm thinking playing her is probably more fun than not. Alright, so this has been updated again. Gianna wants you to speak with her at the hotel bar before you return the evidence to Lorik. Alright. Well, I'm willing to talk, of course. Hello, Gianna.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
Oh, well, that's a bit of a twist.
I don't have time for pleasantries.
Act natural. You want to blow my cover? We're two friends who haven't seen each other since college. Remember that time so-and-so did that thing?
Oh, you're so phony.
The executive board knows about Ananias's corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Qui'in to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, "This month I stole 3 million credits." Qui'in's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias's guilt in one package.
Why don't you ask Qui'in directly?
I'm Ananias's secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
If your executive board loses a few million credits, it's not my problem. I have my own mission.
Yes, fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is. You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Qui'in is offering to pay me. Can you?
I can produce a copy of Ananias's pass for you. I can't move large sums of money without someone noticing.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
You gave me the company line about Peak 15. What's the truth?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
You might think that a very prudent question Shepard would ask is, if I head up there, how much time do I have before the board meets to make this decision? Oh well.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Qui'in to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
So apparently we have 3 people that can get us into the garage now. I'm still playing her though.
I'll keep Qui'in's evidence.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Qui'in for me. Don't disappoint me. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
Yeah, she's a bit pompous, but she's definitely an option here. Alright, this one is a little bit silly. Gianna's warning. She warned me that there's been an accident on Peak 15, which we've already known for some time now. Gianna wants you to persuade Lorik to give his evidence to her and testify against Ananias. Alright, so Lorik can give us a pass, Ananias can give us a pass, and now Gianna can give us a pass. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can narrow these down a bit.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Alright, so if you say it's done, you give him the evidence, and he's happy, and he says he's going to make a call to Mr. Ananias, and that will close this assignment. You'll take the pass from him. And you can't even talk to Ananias anymore. He's too busy. He's too nervous, probably. He's too shook up from what's happened here. So let's see if we can get him to testify.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
And indeed, persuading him to testify actually requires persuasion. You'd be a hero requires 5 charm points. Now, damn right I will. Requires 5 intimidate points. So yeah, we can't persuade Lorik Qui'in to testify. And I'm putting this under annoying because this one has some pretty big rewards in it. You'd be a hero, gives you 24 Paragon points, and Damn Right I Will gives you 25 Renegade points. And you can keep using this over and over again. It's somehow bugged. Once you've convinced him to testify, it doesn't actually get removed from the wheel. Every time you re-engage with him, you can ask him to testify. So, yeah, it's annoying just because this is a great place to fill up any gaps you might have in your Paragon or Renegade meters. Yeah, it's all right. So anyway, you're left with two options here. One, to give him the evidence, either Paragon or Renegade methods, and again that would close the assignment. But I want to explore everything here, and so I'm going to keep it.
I'll be back later. You should reconsider.
My decision is the proper one for myself and my employer.
Well, he's not so witty now, but yeah, let's see if we can. So Gianna's path is now closed to us. We still can come back and give the evidence to Lorik Qui'in, but the only other option, the only other person really worth talking to at this point is Annaleis. So let's see. So what we have now is three paths with him. One is where we still have the evidence from Oppold. I'm sorry, not the evidence, the package from Oppold with that weapons mod. And since we haven't turned it over to him, we can still present it to Annaleis, and he said he'd give us a pass for that. That's the quick path, and we didn't have to do anything with Lorik Qui'in to take that path, so it's pretty certain I'm not going to pick that one. We also have Lorik's evidence, and since Lorik is almost certainly going to try to bribe or blackmail Annaleis, then maybe we can do the same thing. Also, Gianna revealed herself to us as an internal affairs investigator. I wonder if Annaleis knows that. I'm assuming he doesn't, and I wonder what he would do with that information. Do we dare tell her that we couldn't? I don't even know if we can. The problem is because we didn't tell her. We told her we wouldn't help her.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
So yeah, we can tell her we'll help her now, but that really doesn't do anything. Let's just step out.
I need more time. Be patient.
It's hard to be patient this close to the end. I can't wait to work in real clothes again. You have any idea how much I hate skirts?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to her. She actually reveals that she hates skirts if she's the one that reveals or provides the garage pass for you. Alright, so let's see. Now, the neat part here is that I don't actually have to save. I can do all of what I want to do here in one go. So
I presume you are here to present me with Oppold's package.
So yeah, this is the only thing he knows at this point, is that we had made the report about Oppold, and we can actually give it to him right here, and that would be the end of it. And looky here, we can't tell him about Gianna, but we can also try to blackmail him. Let's try this path first.
I've acquired Qui'in's evidence of your misconduct. Let's talk.
Mr. Qui'in is under criminal investigation. You cannot believe any fabrications he would spin in his defense.
Here, Annaleis is still fairly confident sounding, and I'm not here to arrest you requires 4 charm points. You'll do what I say requires 8 intimidate points. He's a tough guy to intimidate, but easy to charm. And basically all you're going to say to him is, all I really care about is Lady Benezia, so can you get me to the garage, please? And he does it, and it's over. And there's no morality at this point here. There's no Paragon or Renegade points. The curious thing, though, you'll do what I say actually marks the Noveria Lorik Qui'in assignment as complete, and you get an XP reward for it, even though by intimidating him you get to keep the evidence. So what actually happens is you can go back up to Lorik Qui'in and give him the evidence, and you'll get a second round of XP for that. So it's kind of bugged. It's a double XP reward there. But of course I can't take this path, so I'm just annoyed by that. But I'm actually not going to put up my PowerPoint slide here because this is a path I'm not taking, and but if I was to include it, because this was kind of late, this was well after, I didn't realize I could take this path, but I think I'd put this under who cares for this step, because look at this over here. We can kind of strong arm him a little bit here. This is where the real blackmail goes on, I think. Wouldn't you agree?
If it's fake, then you won't mind my turning it over to him.
I do not believe... That is not your best option. I would like to make a proposal. Give Mr. Qui'in's evidence to me. It is all lies, but it may help my investigation into his corruption.
Yeah, he's not sounding quite as confident as before. So, we're well on our way. Let's not close the deal right here. That's silly. Let's ask what we can get out of this.
And how would this generosity benefit me?
We have a standard bonus we pay to private investigators, but you need more than that, do you not? You need to speak with Lady Benezia. I can arrange access for you, if you give me this evidence.
So we're right back here, and this is the same as before. You'll do what I say, requires 8 intimidate points. The charm is a little different, the text. I'll hold on to it. It requires 4 charm points, but it is different. And indeed, now that we've wrangled him a little bit, I'll hold on to it. Now gives you 8 Paragon points, and you'll do what I say. Now gives you 9 Renegade points. Oh, no. Forgive me. Both of these give you 9 Renegade points. Sorry, I misread my notes there. Yeah, no Paragon in this option. When you're making a deal with Ananias, it's a Renegade action, no matter whether you charm him or intimidate him, which is kind of unique. That only happens a few times in the game. Curiously, if you do this path, not only you get the reward, but the Ira kind of scolds you a little bit. She's saying how short-sighted that you're going to let him get away with this just so we can move on with our mission, which is pretty neat. But yeah, I can't select this. Also, the double XP reward occurs here for both options. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. If I had my PowerPoint slide ready to go for this, I'd probably put this one under annoying just because it is a fairly rewarding path. Although, I still have another option, don't I? So no, we're not accepting this because here you don't get any reward at all. Well, I mean, you get the reward for getting a pass, but you don't get any bonuses, so...
I don't think so.
That is a mistake, but it is the right of every sentient being to make mistakes. I will give you time to reconsider. Don't disappoint me, and don't cross me.
So yeah, nothing actually happened there, just some information.
Have you reconsidered your ill-advised decision to withhold Qui'in's materials?
And suddenly he's no longer interested in Opal's package, so that's off the table. That's how rankled he was by this. And we can go down the same paths again right here. But let's do this.
Your secretary is a plant for the executive board. Internal affairs, she said.
That is good to know. Would you mind stepping outside? I'm afraid I will have to let Miss Parasini go. It can't wait. Your mind has not been fully on your duty to me.
I don't understand, sir.
I'm not losing this job.
Ananias, if I don't report in, the board will figure it out. Put the weapon...
I said I'm not losing this job!
Yeah, a bunch of gunfire and 25 renegade points. Yeah, without any intimidate required at all. That's not too often that happens in this game, but that is a sweet bucket of renegade, and we got a good chunk of XP there too. All right. With Gianna and Ananias dead, the only person who might want Lorik's evidence is Lorik himself. You might as well return it to him. So, unfortunately, this is no longer... I mean, this is not considered a close, so we don't get a double XP award from that, which is too bad. Oh, and look, Ananias has the garage pass, so indeed we do get it off of him. No matter what, we have to pluck it off his corpse, but...
Mother of... Corporal, secure the area. Keep everyone out of here, now!
Yes, ma'am.
What happened here, Commander Shepard?
Gianna was investigating Ananias' corruption. She worked for the executive board.
He panicked, called her in, shot wildly. Yeah. Makes sense. He was always paranoid. Excuse me, Commander. The death of an executive must always be filed in triplicate.
And another journal entry and another big bucket of XP there. Notice that neither Ananias nor Gianna worked for Matsuo. They weren't part of the security. And she had told us that only her team is allowed to carry weapons. So how did Gianna and Ananias end up with guns? Well, maybe they were both expecting something like that to happen. This is an investigator. Let me, yeah, okay, so that second bucket of XP was this assignment being marked as complete. You told Annaleus that Gianna was investigating him. They killed each other, and you picked up a pass to leave Hanshan off the administrator's corpse. You can proceed to Peak 15 via the garage. Yeah. A little macabre, I suppose, but got the job done.
Please don't touch anything.
I don't delight in killing Solarians, as you know, but that one I'm not sure I'm going to miss.
Here. You're in my light.
No, I'm not, actually. And the bodies are way over there.
You're disturbing the crime scene. Could you find someplace else to be?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Let's go right over here. And I really want to kill this guy. Nope, still not allowed to. Oh well. Yeah, that is a sight, isn't it? That's a pretty renegade path here. And unfortunately, Gianna was targeted, or she's supposed to meet you again in the later game, but obviously we're not going to see her again. I don't know if I lament that or not. Honestly, I don't know if I cared for her that much. Alright, we are almost done here. We got passed into the garage. That was really the ultimate goal here. There are a couple of assignments not finished yet. Going back to Lorik Qui'in and dealing with the package. We never turned over the package to Annaleus, so we still can deal with it. But in both cases here, that mission and this assignment require 4 intimidate, which I don't have yet. So yeah, let's come back later and deal with those.
I heard some of the guys were ransacking synthetic insights. Captain Matsuo didn't order that.
You're right, they were, and we dealt with them.
My sergeant was killed in the SI office. I don't know how I feel about that. She was brutal.
If you feel alright about it, then you are welcome.
Annaleus and Parasini shouldn't have been able to get weapons. Heads are gonna roll over this.
Well, I'm glad somebody noticed the same thing I noticed.
It doesn't matter what was going on at SI. We've got too much work in the administrator's office now.
Yes, I suppose you're right about that. Gonna have to have a new administrator.
Someone murdered our people in the Synthetic Insights office. Wonder who could have done that.
Probably not me.
Sergeant Sterling was killed. When we get the one responsible, we'll take turns guarding them.
I see you put guarding in quotes. That cannot be good.
The administrator's dead. They're gonna take that out of our pay, aren't they?
You've gone from a tough guy to a whiny little bitch.
I guess with Annaleus dead, I won't be getting that bonus pay.
Okay, your true colors have come out. Alright, so we are done here. For now. And yes, of course, not in addition to the 2 things to do here at Port Hanshan, we've got to go into that garage and be on our way. Now, if you notice in the on the map here, is that our vehicle? Because if it is, and I decide not to take it anywhere, I assume it gets scooped back up again, right? Because I'm going to be off to doing some side quests, and I'm going to need it.
I have a lot of paperwork to do here, if you don't mind.
The lovely thing about having to come back to Noveria is that we get to listen to that ambient music again when we come back here. Hooray!
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Alright. Well, I am probably going to head down. You know what? Yeah, I am going to go clear out my inventory. These story missions, even though we only did a portion of it, still provide so much loot that I have to clear it out. And then I'll do that offline, and then we'll be right back here. So I'll drop the save here. Alright, and then we're back out to doing side quests. We'll pick up that story from right here next time.